Hi, my name is Kim Tien from Opimian Wine Club.
I'm Joao, and welcome to my home, where we're social distancing
Yes.
at a very good distance too.
And with the offering Languedoc-Roussillon, Corsica, Burgundy, and the Loire Valley, we thought to talk to you a little bit about white varietal.
The Vouvray is actually an appellation in the Loire Valley that showcases the Chenin Blanc, one of its really original grapes, I should say. So the Chenin Blanc was born in the Loire Valley, and then afterwards it went international. It went to South Africa, to Australia, even here in North America. But specifically on this Vouvray, we have a Chenin Blanc that produces a little bit of residual sugar, and it's absolutely gorgeous on that round nectarine, a little bit of grapefruit flavor, but honeysuckle, a little bit of honey. And luckily enough, we have some in our glasses right now, ready for us to drink.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh yeah, we have to.
So you see a little bit of that honeysuckle comes out on the nose. You can smell that there's a bit of character in this wine, which is really a lot of fun. That continues onto your palate. We have that richness that comes in, a little bit of that sugar, but nothing too extreme. This is a beautiful wine that would pair beautifully with probably a trout or salmon. And because of that richness, again, it balances out well, but it would be good with it is actually have a little bit of spice in that fish. So just to cut down a little bit on the sugar, so you're going to have a nice little balance between both of them.
And let's move on to another wine from the Loire Valley, the Muscadet.
So the Muscadet Sévrémen is actually another appellation that focuses entirely on a grape called the Melon de Bourgogne. The Melon de Bourgogne, comes actually from Burgundy, as the name implies, but it actually made its way to the Loire Valley, where it really found its niche in that oceanic and mineral feel. So there's all these currents and these particles in the air that are a bit on the saline, like salty and mineral particles in the air. And this is actually also translated into the soils, which are clay and all these, and silex, which are really beautiful soils that bring out all that minerality. And this wine is no exception. Crisp, fresh, and this would pair up beautifully with oysters.
And these are two wines from the producer Maison Fouché-Lebrun.
So if we leave now the Loire Valley, we have another wine, another white varietal that we should talk about that we cannot go about not mentioning because you'll see in a second, it's the Viognier. A very versatile wine. What I love about this wine is that a lot of times when people are looking for a mix or a cross between, not a cross necessarily, but an in-between a Sauvignon Blanc, so the freshness that you get from the Sauvignon Blanc and the richness that you get from a Chardonnay. If you're trying to get away from the two of them, this could be a really good choice. It's an in-between wine, but a beautifully positioned in-between wine. Not too fresh, not too heavy, just well balanced.
And this one is from Paul Sapin, and it comes in a case of 12 bottles. Party bottle. Another Viognier is from Château Canet, Fleur de Charlotte, which we discovered last year and is coming back this year. What can you tell us about it?
Well, first of all, the bottle's beautiful. And there's one little thing about this bottle that I found absolutely interesting. Outside of the notes that you were talking about, the stone fruits, this brings out another a floral aspect, so even more likeness. So if you're looking for a nice little aperitif or something that really kick off the summer, it's a gorgeous choice.
Do you have, for our opinions, your pick of the offering?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Because guess what? I'm an August baby.
Oh.
So for me, if I was to say something that I would love to receive, I would definitely say the Domaine Jones. And these beauties here, whether it be the Fitou or the Grenache Noir, I love the character in these.
Oh, okay. We got the message.
Right. But Kimmy, what would you suggest?
Well, I'm not an August baby. I'm a January baby. And the offering, the wines should arrive, depending where you are in the country, in January. Last year, my husband got me a case of Fine Bulle de la Jazz. And I love bubbly, I love sparkles. So on this note, for this National White Wine Day, I'd like to cheers to you.
Cheers.
And to you, Opimians.
From a distance. Cheers, Opimian.
Cheers.